Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the Dice Cult for episode 193 of On the Backs of Gods. I'm your DM, Jillian, and we have our players here today, same as always. We have Kyle, Matt, Katie, Josh, and Greg. We will go ahead and jump into things with a little recap and get the ball rolling. Uh, Last time, the party was split. Half went to go learn about the plains from an expert. The other half went to go gallivanting in the woods looking for cultists. Stumbled across the big honcho of cultists and seeing him there accomplishing some goal, doing something, acquiring, obtaining, changing, whatever he may have been doing, witnessing him pull corpses, turn them into mush, and then put them inside of an orb, um, all while looking a bit frail, gaunt, uh, at one point coughing up blood. Um, I can't just see a pop up that says, Jillian's audio sounds fucked up when you can't. No, hey, don't you wave your hands at me. Uh, don't wave your hands at me. Thumbs up if I sound good to you and the people of Twitch. Okay, thank you for your time. Uh, I was just like, what's wrong with my audio? Oh, my video. Girly, good luck. Sorry, guys. Anyway, boss shows up and not looking super well. And Nana and Fen have a choice to make whether they are going to interfere or not and decide in that moment not to interfere. Bosch does whatever he was there to do and he leaves. Um, they were also there with a worshiper of hell who seems not happy with her choices and uh, leaves, um, discontent with the outcome of that. But you end up finding a cart full of drugs belonging to a dear friend, Corrine, and spend basically the rest of the time hauling a large cart through the snowy woods, a pastime for rangers. While the other group eventually makes their way to the town that you are vaguely outside of. And after some communication shenanigans, you eventually find each other. And the team is reunited, and a thousands upon thousands of gold's worth of drugs are left on the side of the road. And you all eventually make your way back to Jarlsbecker, kind of a hub for all of you at this moment. Um, you had a nice, fun party there. Um, some people got married there. Just a town full of excitement. And have the intent currently to, in the morning, travel across the plains to Soppleheim, where you believe Sunny and Alvilda are doing something. Currently, they have at minimum around a 24-hour lead on you once the sun has risen. But what can you do? You got to just work with what you got. Also, during this, Roshan approaches Nana and says one of the shadows wants to talk to you and provides Nana with the means to detect thoughts and communicate with this entity. Uh, and uh, Being engulfed by the heat and the power of this shadow, uh, she requests that you give up prudence and start following instinct and confidence and the fire in your gut. And without much hesitation, after Nana has spent time trying to refocus on prudence, has decided, well, actually, fuck that, and has embraced the flame. Uh, for better or for worse, unknown. All we know is that the flame has been embraced. The flame is interested in assisting, wants to make Nana strong, wants to help Nana succeed, but needs something in return. And that's where we're going to start off, is with Roshan. Roshan, who is watching all of this happen, the room is immediately sweltering. It reminds you of that moment inside the bubble when the shadow tried to traverse to uh, originally talk to the other shadows. And you got to really meet this aspect of the shadow for the first time. Not under the best circumstances, though a bit violent. She was only interested in protecting you, Roshan, and left when she was asked to. Maybe a couple times, but eventually left. Um, and you are very aware of like what you're perceiving is you can't hear anything for the silence spell, but Nana seems to be communicating with it, and you can feel the presence of the other two shadows next to you. Now, before we continue, I'm going to put this on you. Could I have warned you about this? Yes. Did I? No. I would love you in this moment to give me designations for the three shadows. And they could be who you think they are, what you would like to call them, but I just need names so I don't have to keep referring to them by gender or number.
Um, let's call them uh, Odin,
Okay.
uh, Fire, and
Mhm.
Splinter.
Splinter. So is Splinter Shadow Prime?
Yes.
Okay.
I'm a
Okay.
Ninja Turtle now, guys.
Perfect.
I
Um,
knew it. I'm so proud of you.
so Roshan, you're watching this unfold, and when it started, the other two shadows, Odin and Splinter, um, actively like showed up and seemed more present and are like actively watching this unfold with you, and you can feel the original shadow kind of begin to tense a bit, an energy like radiating off of it. I am not sure this is a good idea.
Um, so I think Roshan during this encounter has moved back to the desk and
Mm-hmm.
has begun writing notes. And then it gets real hot in here, and so he looks over at Nana and uh, Fire, and then goes and makes another note. And then the other two shadows show up and say that. And I think he says, well, do you think I should put it to a stop? Or do you think it's productive?
You can feel hesitancy, and you don't know if that is just being unsure if the situation is not a good one, or if it is that pursuit of knowledge. You can't learn much if you don't get to observe. Um, and you can actually feel the split between that one of them is interested in what there is to be learned here. One of them is unsure if this is good or bad, and kind of
Um,
quiets down to listen.
I think uh, Roshan says aloud, I think Snotra's values should be not just prudence, but action. Action with prudence, but action. And then I think he'll continue to watch on and take notes.
Okay. Is Roshan saying that just from how he feels about Snotra or because he is hearing what is being said?
No, I think Roshan doesn't. He has no idea what's going on
Okay, cool.
inside
I
there.
was just, I was
Uh,
just like, okay.
that's a note to himself, and maybe a slight note about Nana, who's been trying to pursue prudence, but prudence doesn't mean around anything if you don't do anything. So Roshan
That's
would
true.
rather do something and deal with the consequences than just worry.
Yeah. Prudence was never inaction.
Yeah.
And Roshan takes that into account, decides to practice that, and does nothing.
Mm.
um, Meanwhile, inside of the silence spell, Nana interacting with the fire. Um, at this moment, I would love nothing more than to assist you, to guide you, to give you strength. But I am, and you can feel the heat begin to intensify. I am less than nothing. I am a shade of a memory. I am a piece lost. And I'm not even the face of those memories. And you can just feel its gaze turn from you and look in the direction of Roshan. You have met the shadow, the one that speaks to Roshan, and you had met the wolf. And now that the wolf is gone, I am able to finally think clearly. And I am in a position where I know I could help, and I am being dampened. At this moment, because he has not picked me, I can't help you, and I want nothing more. I take action. They have not. We need to convince our friend that there is a time and place for quiet speculation, and then there is a time to act. I can't make him pick me. And we know that shadows can be dangerous, and we know that they can be killed. That need not be what happened. But I think it is best for all involved if I stand at the front.
We stand to lose too much if we cannot act decisively soon. I want to help you, and I want to help Roshan and all of our friends. When our task is done, when Bosch is in the ground, will you please allow Roshan back the option to choose?
If I am given the choice after the fire need fade, I am hoping that he need not have to choose, as I do not wish to be part. I wish to be my own anything. So he may have his shadows. And if maybe I am given enough, he will never have to pick or squander me again.
All right. Okay. All right, if I can convince him of this to allow you more space and more control, how else can I then assist the both of you and make sure that we are equal to the challenges that lie ahead of us?
How about one thing at a time? And then tomorrow, if we are bold, if we are swift, we see what we are made of.
All right. Okay. All right. I'll speak with him and I will make my case as best I can. I promise.
If you are not able to convince him, as some people are stubborn and maybe I did not make a best impression, we'll figure something else out.
Okay. All right. Thank you. Is there somewhere you'd like for me to call you?
I have no name and no home, and I can stay nameless or not. We'll see.
I hope we'll find a suitable title for you. I hope that we'll find much that we can do together.
Oh, I don't doubt that. Roshan, you feel immediate like pushback from both of the shadows that are with you. An immediate like on alert energy, an anxiety that kind of like tickles the back of your neck.
I think Roshan will note that, but try to remain cool as a cucumber.
And you all begin to feel the fire slowly begin to fade. And Nana kind of takes like a step back a bit, and the room, besides being magically quieted, seems very quiet.
I think she wants to help us. I
Nana
really,
is
really do.
currently speaking, and you cannot hear her.
Mm.
Uh, Roshan will mime the bubble and then shrug.
Nana points at the door, shrugs.
And Roshan will dismiss the spell with the wave of a hand. Because I think that's what she meant.
I mean, if I, I mean the entities seemed to fade. I wasn't getting anything else. How
Um,
much of that were you able to see, to hear anything?
um, I. It raised the hairs on the back of my neck, and it got hot in here, but that's about it.
I think that this feminine energy, this entity, I believe that she wants to help us. Um, I think that she's got the capacity to perhaps give us a leg up, maybe make up for the 24 hours we've spent blundering about and not getting much done. Maybe allow us a bit of an edge once we finally do catch up with Bosch's errand people.
Did she say how she might do that?
She would need to have more forward influence, comportment, control. I don't. However, the thing works with your shadows. She said she felt dampened. She said that she felt as though she was not able to assist as she might be able to, and needs more direct access to the front, as she put it. I think that it's worth looking at the very least. It doesn't need to be forever, it doesn't need to be permanent, but I don't doubt that your end of things went very well and was very productive, but obviously Fen and I were not able to match those gains. So I hate to ask you to give more, but she wanted to speak directly to me. It didn't seem as though she was able to do so to you, so I'm asking you for her. Can you do that? Can you give her a bit more forward space? Is that an option?
I don't know. Maybe. Um, she scares me because she burns hot, and the last time she burned uncontrolled, well, I don't think Fen's fully recovered even today.
Right. I know. And I certainly do not want a repeat of that. I didn't say as much directly to her, but I did ask if she would be willing to step back again when what needed to be done was done and her help had been given, and she seemed amenable. She wants, I think, eventually to branch off and do her own thing, be her own entity. She does not necessarily want to stay connected with the rest of your shadows. So perhaps allowing her some time to grow, to strengthen, maybe that will give her the ability to do so. I don't know. And then you can do as you see fit.
All right. If the need arises to burn, then perhaps we should let her burn.
I think that we're going to encounter a lot more situations where we cannot be so precious with collateral damage. I don't know what we can afford to leave standing if we are to make sure that Bosch is taken care of and no longer a problem. So, at least once a land is burnt, you can rebuild from the ashes, plant anew.
Let's hope.
And I'm not asking you to do this alone, by yourself. I know I'm asking a lot of you. But I feel very strongly that we need more. We need more in our back pocket going into this. I don't know what Bosch has up his sleeve, but I don't trust it to be equal to every single thing we can bring to him. So the more we have on our side, even if it's fearsome, even if it's destructive.
Yeah. And I think Roshan is lost in his own thoughts of contemplating what it means to give uh, the fire the center stage. And so I think he's quiet for a time and says, um, "Oh, I was thinking one last drink before going to bed. I think I need a night's sleep, or at least a try."
Yeah, you and me both. Nightcap and then to bed for the both of us. And do what we can tomorrow with all speed.
And we'll go get a drink.
Okay. Is there anything from anybody else before going to bed? Okie dokie. Roshan, eventually, when you return to your room and get comfortable, there is a moment of quiet and then a soft, may I give my opinion on this?
Who needs sleep anyway?
I won't
And
be
Roshan will
long.
sit up.
I do not doubt the use of fire. Do I think that this entity would be useful in combat? Yes. Do I think this is a fire that can be controlled after allowing to spread? I lean towards no. I do not think this is something that can be contained for underbrush to grow anew. I think it will scorch. And do I think, if asked nicely, she will relinquish hold? No, I do not. I will not. This is your choice. And I worry that the if the whoever is in the front, what they care about most is cared for. I worry that if she is at the front, you will not be cared for. That our energy that we give you will not be focused upon you anymore.
So obviously use allow that only sparingly, and only when I think collateral damage can be minimized. Do you think there is a way to essentially let her burn herself out, to grant her the freedom once I let her burn to leave?
I honestly don't know. We were able to separate from Fenrir, and then he passed. Separation can occur, but I still worry about that fire untethered. I won't, whatever you decide, I trust your choice on this. I just, it's an unknown.
And is this Odin or Splinter?
This is Splinter. Odin has, I don't know, really ever truly spoken
Yeah,
to you. Odin does not seem to talk to you. Seems to kind of
not
loom in
not
the back and have opinions quietly.
good. it's it's a last resort that I don't want to resort to, but my sister said that, I mean, it's obvious you're at your most powerful when you let one person, entity, part lead. Um, I just wish I could choose.
She seems to believe that you can. I understand if you feel I am not doing you a service. And if you decide that you would prefer someone else at the lead, I would not hold it against you. But I would miss you.
I think uh, that phrase or whatever Splinter just said really puts Roshan in his feels, and because Roshan is still grappling with who this could be, and uh, he absolutely has too much attachment to the memory of Ave to just let go of this part of the shadow. So I think he uh, turns over, lays back down, and then turns over, and then tries to go to sleep.
And the shadow remains quiet, allowing you to sleep. And Keld, there is a familiar, very recent sensation. One of laying down and the world continuing to spin and the anxiety that that can induce. And it is a tingle under the skin. It is a tightness in the jaw. It is never ending moving thought. And it is that feeling of what binds your oath rubbing thin. You can feel it beginning to ebb and flow. And there are moments where you start to fall asleep and you startle yourself awake, fearing it gone. It's still there, but for how much longer? And you all are able to take a long rest, and the morning comes. What are we doing?
I think Fen is very deliberately packing and going over his belongings, counting the number of bolts that he's got, folding and refolding things to put in his satchel, and considering what the hell to do with Jenny through this.
Mm.
Um, I think we're gonna go away for a bit, and I'm not sure you can come with. or if it's the best idea for you to. What if I leave some food outside the inn here, and you might have to stay outside for a while. I'm not sure who else you could stay with. This isn't like them woods where someone could look after you. But I'll leave plenty of food for you, and we'll be back as soon as we can. I'm just not sure how long we'll be gone. We're just going to a place where if we got separated, you might be lost for a while.
Jenny looks at you with little bird eyes, and then like almost like taking you in for a moment, and then fully tries to go into your pocket and get treats. Um, she associates being spoken to very directly now with like she's getting something out of it, and she's like, understood. So food now for me. Roger.
Uh, yeah, Fen will give her some food and just yeah. How much would I know how much it would be to extend the room that I'm currently holding for? Let's. I mean, how much is it per evening?
It's not very expensive. You guys haven't really had to pay for these rooms yet. Um, Russ was being very nice. One
Ooh, he
second.
was. That's true.
Um, yeah, you could probably throw down like 3 silver to get this room for another night.
All right. I'll book it for a week.
Okay.
So 21 silver.
Hmm.
And
Jenny's like gonna
just gonna
have
leave.
a bash.
I'm gonna leave food like stashed and hidden all over the place, and
It'll be enrichment for her.
She's gonna live like a rock star and destroy this room,
Oh
as is
God.
customary. Um,
that's what
Oh
birds do.
no.
that's what birds
Oh,
do.
all that bird shit. Oh, I feel so bad for the people gonna clean up in there.
Mm,
Mmm. It's what you get when you let rangers board in your house.
all right. Jenny gets set up for the night. 7 days at the inn for Jenny. All right. Um, is everybody congregating?
I assume. I know that Nana will be
I
giving a
hope
final
so.
farewell to Thick Biscuit, final grooming, and ensure that Thick Biscuit's board and, care is also paid up for the week. I mean, I'm sure Roshan and Nana did that last night, but I don't know if we discussed an actual amount to change hands for
Yeah, how
that.
many days?
I suppose we can match the week with Fen, if we can
Okay,
afford that.
7 silver.
Oh, sure. Yeah, yeah. I mean, Nana can pay out. Nana can pay that. That's fine. 7 silver. Yeah.
All right. All of you come together early in the morning after animals are dealt with.
Yep.
What are we doing?
Geld's gonna make sure everyone ate before we get down to business.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
He's been stress baking since he woke up at dawn.
Yeah, you guys have breakfast.
Hell yeah. Excellent, excellent. I think really like that's the only major thing before we find us a tree or wherever we're going to be swinging this tuning fork.
Yeah. How exactly do we need to go about this?
Yeah, what is our spacing? What is our where do we need to be? What do we need to be doing? Do we need to go out of town? Would it be better if we
Probably out of town's better.
okay.
Is it? From what I understand, this fork is going to stay in the ground in the spot that we go there.
So we need to figure out a place that's going to be not disturbed for however long.
Yeah. a nice spot with no foot traffic.
That, I think, is
So-
something Nana and Fen can help us find in the woods pretty easy.
Perfect. Go Rangers, go.
It's what we do. We find shit.
Okay. Any discussion, any planning before leaving town?
We've already got all of our supplies ready to go. Once we get there, do we have an idea of what is going to be needed? What is our order of operations? What needs to happen?
They were already moving when I checked, when I was able to see them. So they're probably not going to be where, like in that spot. So once we get over there, I can try and scry on them again. And if they happen to be next to a tree, I can get us to them. But I would be
If
a
not,
lot
you
lower
might
on
have to
magic,
get some tracking.
just so everyone's aware.
If they're not traveling well-worn trails and they're blazing their own, we might
be
be able to
obvious.
track them. They might not be of the mind that someone's close behind them. They might not be expecting that whatsoever.
They were running and have a day on us. So, like, we can definitely try that. I think that trying to see them and go immediately after them's a good idea.
It will cut out a lot of the distance
Yeah.
that they managed to gain on us and give us a good chance of catching up with them today. I understand it will leave you reduced on magic, Nyx, but I'm not sure if there's a better option for us right now.
Yeah. My only warning, that means I would not be able to help heal people as much
Okay.
as normal.
Okay.
Just have to kill faster without being killed ourselves.
Think we can do that?
I can help
Let's
in the healing
Exactly.
department too.
do what we can to watch each other's backs. We should probably maintain fairly close ranks for the most part, try and stick together well as we can.
Mhm.
Roshan, do you think you'll be able to get an air advantage on them?
An advantage? Probably not, but I can fly.
An advantage by air was definitely what I was hoping we'd be able to count on. If nothing else, you can keep them in sight if they try to break for elsewhere. Maybe we can head them off. We'll see.
Yeah, I'm not overly fast while I fly, and then I am also usually a big dark target in the sky. So I try to stay out of sight when I fly.
Understandable. All right. Okay. We'll see what cover we have. If there's none, then we'll figure out something else.
As much as I'd like to capture someone and obtain information to find out what more they're doing, don't give them a chance to do what Ing did. Kill quickly.
We don't need any further incidents with clipping planes. Or whatever else. Okay.
Who has the spell ring?
I believe I had that last. Nana will volunteer that.
You or Keld, I'm assuming will be up fighting people up close if this happens. I'm gonna
Yeah.
put casting a fire shield in this. If you get hit at all, this should hurt them back. And I'm gonna do the ice version of it. So whoever takes it would be getting resistance on fire damage and cause ice damage anytime they are hit by like a sword, any melee
Nice.
attacks.
Cool.
I will remind
Very
you.
cool.
Hmm.
This is appreciated.
Whoever takes
Keld?
it.
What do you think? More useful for you or for me?
To be fair, I think Sunny is going to target Kelt very
Yeah.
specifically
I-
after
I-
last time.
Yeah. I rather think you will be drawing a significant portion of the aggro, at least from one of our targets. So maybe best for you to take that up front and do as much damage as you can with it.
All right, sounds good. I can.
As a reminder, this ring requires attunement.
How many minutes?
I mean immediate, but you only can attune to 3 things at a time.
Oh.
to
How many
remember
things do you
how
have
many things
attuned, Greg?
I think I can have another thing. Only got
One more
Is
thing?
your healing necklace on that list? Because I know it was a homebrew thing and it may not have had the attunement feature, but it is attunement.
I do not have it here.
Okay, so you
Mm.
would have 3 things currently attuned.
Okay.
You could drop one for the ring of spell storing, but
Is that my amulet of indispensable?
yeah, that requires attunement.
And Roshan, I believe you had the pearl of spell, whatever. Would you mind if I took that from you? Or do you think you'd make more use
No.
of spell slots?
You can take it.
Thank you.
I think Nana should have the ring then.
All right. I don't think that my spears are going to be particularly useful to me in this particular case. I'm going to do without the belt of returning for right now. Boots we may wind up being able to make use of, and I'm definitely keeping Hell's Dowry, so. Ring of spell storing, and I suppose, Katie, if you might be able
I'll
to
send it
send
to
me
you.
like a quick text thing in
Yeah.
Discord. Thank you.
Is there anything else before you guys go out of town, pick a nice secluded spot, and see if you can plane shift? Okay. All of you gather your things and make your way swiftly out of Jarlsbecker. Make your way. Depends how far away you guys are going. Like, you would need at least like an hour of travel to get to like a very like secluded area that nobody is going to possibly go to. Or you can just be like, we go outside and hope nobody touches this fork.
Hmm. And the hour is like with Fen and I being in like our preferred territory and everything.
Yeah, it's just you guys
Yeah,
trying to
yeah.
make distance.
Okay. Okay. Well, do we feel like the hour of seclusion from the city center is worth it?
I'm not trying to continue in being overly cautious, but the consequences for this going badly are catastrophic.
And what becomes of the fork? What becomes of us if it's moved?
I'd rather not find out, so I think it might be worth the travel.
Right then, an hour out to town it is, and let's make as good a pace as we can.
Okay. All of you start booking it.
Yeah.
The cold air starting to burn your lungs a bit as you make your way further and further from town until Nana and Fen are able to very easily find like an area that it's like, this doesn't look like it has like any hunting paths. Honestly, doesn't look like a lot of animals have been in this particular area recently. This is our best bet unless we want to go deeper. The further you go in, the higher likelihood a person will not stumble across this. But you guys feel at least vaguely confident unless, people just go into the woods sometimes.
People do just go into the woods sometimes. We are an hour into the woods.
Yeah.
Do we think we're gonna get substantially more security from like another half hour into the woods?
Probably a bit.
What do y'all think?
The further you go into the woods, the safer the fork will be.
This is our anchor back here, is my understanding. I also don't want to be too cautious, but I do not want to be under cautious here. At least an hour and a half out of town. What do y'all think? Do we push 2 hours or just the hour and a half?
Hour and a half. Let's go.
Yeah. Okay.
All right, you guys push for another 30 minutes deeper into the woods, and you stand in a snowy, undisturbed place of trees topped in white and foliage buried deep under mounds of snow.
I'm gonna make a scan with the lantern real fast.
Yep.
Go ahead and give me a perception check.
Nana will do so, unless Fen would like the honors.
Oh no, go ahead. It's all you.
Preach. It is an 18 on the dice plus 14. 32?
Nothing of import catches your eye. There
Hmm.
is a moment where you see what looks like the ripple of a heat wave, like a heat mirage, but you kind of go back to it and it is not there anymore.
Okay. I mean, if I can't find it a second time after one pass, then I'm not going to worry too much about it. No, we're
Sounds like
secure
a certain
here.
entity we might already know.
Yeah. Not wrong. Not wrong. I think Nana will be like, that's probably not coincidental, but also didn't show up a second time, doesn't seem to be pushing forward to make itself noticed. So, no, we seem to be fairly secure here. No one watching us, and I doubt even a deer has been out this way in some time. So, I think this is as good as we're going to get without burning more daylight than I'd like.
Okay. Nix, tell me how it's done.
We'll go take the tuning fork from Keld because he was put in charge of holding onto it.
Mm-hmm.
And just kind of sits there for a second thinking through everything that she was told by Shelly because she's never even tried this before. And
You've got
proceeds
this.
to stick it in the ground and starts to reaches out to her friends and starts channeling all the magic she has into this to try and connect to Soppleheim.
Do we need to be like holding hands or something for this, or?
According to the spell, we're in a circle holding hands.
I love it, guys. We got to be holding hands.
We make a circle around the fork, holding hands.
I am willing
what
to
the spell
hold
says.
hand.
Yeah, somebody can hold
Pinky.
Fenn's wrist.
and then also the stump.
Well, not his wrist. That's also not there. It's a little higher up than that. You can grab
A
him by
little
the
bit.
elbow.
Yeah.
Okay. You all hold hands after Nyx stabs the fork into the ground. And
Okay.
Nyx, what does your magic look like? What does this energy look like?
I think it kind of starts coming across as all of the spores that would have been around this area start making different lines going into the fork. With just different of that light glowing green trailing in it, slowly building up to create this portal, I'll call it, to Soppleheim.
Okay.
Yeah.
You all watch this green magic begin to swirl and press around the fork. And you hear, starting softly at first, a vibration, a hum that starts ringing louder and louder and louder. And you watch as the fork rips itself from the dirt and begins to hover about 5 feet in the air where it almost looks like it gets caught in a spider web that is just the fabric between the two realms as it is held in place. And you watch a warble, almost as if there's just this invisible wall there. Nix, it is incredibly inviting. This is the opening.
Yes.
She'll lead her friends through it.
In we go.
Okay.
Start
Um,
pulling hands.
all
Yeah.
of you holding hands, run towards the tuning
Whee!
fork, and
Close the circle.
it almost feels like a less painful version of a belly flop. It is that moment of water tension as your body hits it and you press through. And there is not really even a jarring experience to it. It is just the press through this barrier. And you are standing in a completely different world. You look up to the sky, beautiful pinks, the occasional line of purple. You can see what looks like pieces of something kind of moving through the air far, far away, almost like in a line, just a bunch of tiny pieces of things moving slowly through the sky. Some faster than others, some seem stagnant. Um, the smell of the place immediately reminds you of summer, but a beautiful, vibrant summer. The grass is deep, beautiful green, and tall. The trees also stand tall. There is no snow, there is no chill. It is a warm, humid area that you are currently in. And as you turn your head, you see a um, just an expanse of trees, beautiful, sort of twisting, gnarled bark of beautiful shades of brown and red, and it kind of veers into grays in places, just these swirling trunks around you that stand in the place of the trees that you saw before. It is a near mirror image in object, uh, but in image, in color, in smell, in feel, it is a completely different experience. You currently stand in Soppleheim.
Well done, Nix.
It worked.
Well done. Wow.
She's gonna
This
immediately
Soppelheim.
gonna sit down immediately and start crying on Sunny.
Okay.
And Nana
Okay.
just kind of gives her a little like pat on the shoulder as she's still like looking around like, we're here.
Uh, all of you stand in Soppleheim. Nyx quickly begins scrying. And with that 10 minutes that scry will take, we are going to take a 10-minute break. Thanks you for being here. You go get a snack and a drink, and we'll get back to Soppelheim in 10 minutes.
Thank you, Ten.
Hello, everybody. Welcome back. We just took our some amount of minutes break. I didn't keep track. Did you? Um, we are on the Backs of Gods. It's episode 193, and currently we are in a new realm, Soppleheim, which is also referred to as the Trash, an area that during the assumed fall of the gods and the tree Yggdrasil, um, this is where the broken pieces of Midgard and other realms went, is where you currently stand, which looks to you like a beautiful painting of an extravagant summer, is where you currently stand. Nyx immediately begins to scry. What are you guys doing?
Going to look around the immediate area to see if I can see traces that somebody's passed through here recently,
Nana
or
will
any
assist
other
in.
life that might be around that might be leaving tracks of any sort.
Yeah, yeah. Just find what intel we can. I'll happily lend a help to that if you want.
Sure. Fen, go ahead and give me survival with advantage.
Roshan will plop next to Nyx and start taking notes.
24.
Okay. Keld, anything in particular?
And I think he's just going to be taking in this new environment.
Okay. Nana and Fen. 100% something's been through here. Like, this seems to be a very traveled area by what looks to be mostly animals or things more on the creature non-humanoid variety.
Okay, all right. So we're seeing vastly more in the way of non-humanoid critter tracks, and I'm guessing nothing that comes to immediate discovery of humanoids or bipeds.
Yeah. There was no implication for Sunny and Alvilda to have been in this place.
Right.
There could
If
be
nothing
other
else.
people,
Right. Like the
but
people who met Shelley.
yeah, you're not currently seeing like boot or feet prints that resemble humanoids to you.
Okay.
You are not seeing signs of that sort of life. Um, Fen, there is a floating orb about 15 feet away from you.
Can you describe the orb, please?
Yeah, there's a floating orb about yay big, a little smaller than my head. It has a glow to it. It looks to be yellowish, kind of like a little sun, a little dimmer, much dimmer than that. But it just
Right.
sort of floats there, as it looks like it had just like moved into frame for you.
Nana, do you see this?
Does Nana see this?
Yeah, Fen points at it. It's about
Yeah.
15 feet away. There's a glowing orb.
Glowing orb in the middle of the air.
Uh, let's not
Magical
let's not mess with the locals.
or agreed? Yeah.
Fen's gonna
Uh,
back up to where Nyx is and just kind of like protect her while she does her thing.
Yep.
Uh,
yep.
You watch this large yellow orb split into four multicolored orbs and begin to like wiggle and move through space. And as you like back up and you're like, hey man, we don't want any
What?
trouble.
Wait, what?
You kind of like, Keld, you're sitting there, and then in front of you, there's just like these four orbs that are sort of going like this and just like wiggling like between the trees in front of you, about 20 to 30 feet away. And there's about five of just these clumps of like dancing orbs just like moving around the trees.
Uh, are these hostile? Are they locals? Are they? Is this? Do we have any idea?
I don't think so.
think it's best to just let them be them. I don't want to provoke them. We haven't time for a fight nor anything to gain from one.
Agreed.
Keld's just gonna watch them curiously.
Yeah. Kel, you watch as they like kind of around. They're quiet. There's like the hum of nature around you, and you hear like the buzz of insects. You watch what looks like a fully transparent ladybug that like picks off of a beautiful flower and like makes its way through the air past you, Keld, and you like kind of like watch it go, and then you hear like a shunk sound above you as you watch this itty bitty bug turn into a large oxen and begins to plummet towards you. Give me a dexterity saving throw.
I'm sorry? Shea Gorath, is that you? Did you bring the Wabbajack?
15.
15. You roll out of the way as just this once bug, now oxen, hits the ground with a thump, and just is now on its side and just like legs sort of moving, trying to get itself situated again. Um, you can see that like as it lands, four more bugs shoot out of the ground, startled, and shunk, shunk, shunk. Keld, you watch as four different, like, there's like a cow, and then something similar to a horse, and then a big snake, all begin just plummeting towards you. As go ahead and give me
Wha-
3
Why?
dexterity saving throws.
Why?
Uh,
What? Can we?
Well, that's a 5.
Okay.
Can I?
That's an
Oh,
18.
Okay.
And that's another 5.
Okay.
Can I? Can any of us help with this?
I don't know what you could do about that.
Ooh.
Okay. So Keld, go ahead and take 14 points of bludgeoning damage as just a rain of animals falls on you.
Why?
And now there's just like the snake like gets up and hisses at you and then is immediately crushed by like a cow and turns back
Jesus.
into a bug and flies away.
But
Um,
what?
and you just see in the background all these like dancing little lights just like ooh, and you watch as they go whoop, whoop, and begin like overlapping and like moving and shifting around.
Did the
Um,
transformation of these bugs happen in when they like cross those things paths, or did we not see that?
no, it didn't seem that, because the bugs that you saw right in front of you were literally right in front of you and did not have to fly through those orbs. They just seemed to change. One of them being squashed and then flying away as a bug once more.
So maybe that's what um Shelley meant by like changing in these places.
Nana, your foot is on fire.
Okay. All right then. Okay. How about this? Okay. Nana would like to make use of the boots of familiar ground in this moment to generate a landscape of. It'll be illusory snow, but she's making a wild Hail Mary that, like, this is a different plane. Maybe the magic works a little different. Maybe the snow will be tangible somehow. Give it a shot. And if not, then fucking just put them out with a fucking blanket or something.
Yeah, you go ahead and begin to summon a familiar snowy-scape, and it is burning your leg. You are actively
Okay.
being
Nope.
burned.
All right. Cool.
Go ahead and take 4 points of damage.
Well, I mean, I'm not blowing the gosh dang shield on this. So, it was how many points? I'm sorry.
4.
I gotcha. Thank you. Okay. All right. Nana's going to attempt to wrap the flame affected spot in a blanket and smother the fire.
Okay, Fen, give me a wisdom saving throw.
That's not one. Doesn't matter what my
Oh, fuck.
I would add 3 to that to make it a 4, but that's not one.
Perfect. Go ahead and roll me a d10.
Oh, boy.
Why do you ask me for a dice that I don't have out on a daily basis?
Sorry. Also, Nana, go ahead and take 5 more points of damage.
Okay.
It seems you cannot smother this. You're like fighting a huge fire on your leg now.
Got a 3.
Okay, Fen, you kind of watch, like, Fen, you're like, Nana's on fire, Keld is being rained upon by animals. And then you just feel your brain sort of just go for a moment. Like, you just kind of like, there's a lull in thought, and there's nothing you can do at this exact moment. As your brain
Okay.
just kind of goes, what the fuck do I do about that anyways? And just kind of shuts off for a few seconds.
I mean, this is not me being put to sleep by magic, is it?
No, this isn't
Okay.
this isn't sleep. You are fully
Okay.
conscious. You just can't do anything. You just kind of like your brain goes, I'm a
Cool.
um
You walked into the room, you forgot what you came in for.
Oh, this is life after 30. I get it. Yeah.
Yep.
yeah, Roshan, you watch all of this taking place. Nana's on fire. Fen just kind of stops. Animals are raining upon Keld. Go ahead and give me a strength saving throw.
What the fuck
Oh,
is
I'm
happening?
super good at those. That's gonna be a 19.
Okay.
Wow.
I'm happy.
As you're standing there, like, you're writing in your notebook, and like you look over and you're looking at this happen in this moment, and then the grass sort of grows past your head and blocks your view, and you watch it kind of blow out like it's the wind, and then it comes back in very aggressive as if to wrap around you, but you are able to like scamper and pull away from it in
Oh
time
my
as
god.
the grass begins to like wiggle and shift, and it's like, I'll get you. Just giving off big I'm gonna get you energy. um
No. And then Roshan backs away from the grass.
okay.
Take me out to dinner first.
We have entered another round. Is there anything anybody would like to do as the little dancing lights multiply, and there's just a bunch of them going around in like twisting circles like around you? And
Apparently, I'd like to drool a little bit. Like,
yes.
Is this a new
if there's
turn?
something, like, Fen, you can go ahead and roll me a d10 and we can see what you're up to.
I just had that die. Where did it go?
Fen is
Gotta go
Fen's
fish
brain
for
rot
another one.
is
I'm
stretching
sorry, I
into
can't
Kyle.
find it.
It's okay. I guess Nana sees all of this happening, and the only thing she can think is like, can't put this fire out. Gotta make it something else's problem. There's grass aggressing on Roshan. Guess I'll stomp on that.
Nana, you run over, legs still fully ablaze.
Yeah.
Also, my bad. I'm just gonna re-describe one thing to be polite, because I described it wrong. All of you are watching Nana beat the shit out of her leg and try to wrap it up. You don't see a fire, and then Nana says "fuck it" and runs over and starts stomping on grass, which you can see. All of you can see the grass thing happening. Nana, go ahead and take another 4 points of damage.
Ouch.
Nana, what are you
Okay.
doing?
My leg is on fire, and I need a little bit of time to get it under control, all right? The blanket didn't work.
Nana, there's no fire.
It feels like there is!
I got a 6.
You got a 6. Same thing. You do feel the drool begin to collect in the corner
God!
of your mouth. You're like, what do I even do here? What do I do about all this? Nana's just stomping on grass, beating the shit out of her leg. Animals are falling out of the sky. The orbs just keep like slowly like moving in closer and
Keld's
closer.
gonna approach Nana and try to calm her down if he can.
Yeah, I'm gonna do a polite. Nana, go ahead and give me an investigation check. As you're like
Sure.
pointing out that you're like, there's nothing here.
Investigation. I have a +0 to that. And I rolled an 8 on the dice. Is that enough?
Hey, I think maybe Keld's just mistaken.
It
Because
sure feels like there's fire! It feels like burning! I'm taking harm! It hurts!
And Fen continues to watch, a little confused. Nyx is face deep in water. Um, Keld, go ahead and give me a wisdom saving throw.
Hmm.
Hope you're good at that, buddy.
That's got a good bit. All right, 18.
Yeah.
All right.
Keld, you feel, it almost feels like kind of like the sensation of somebody spritzing perfume on you. Just like the sensation of just like a little bit of something just goes like right against like kind of your ear, and you're like, and you feel your skin begin to like vibrate, and you feel that like your skin is like trying to shift and move, and you say, I don't want that to happen, and you kind of push through this. And that does not occur as Nana continues to punch at her leg. And just because it's funny, Roshan, give me a strength saving throw.
10.
10. There you go. Roshan, you move out of the way and you're like, and then you are immediately engulfed by the grass and like fall over on your side and are like held in place in this moment. A little mummy of grass. Nyx, as you can hear all of this happening. You can hear just a lot of bullshit taking place.
They're
The
having
sound of a
fun.
cow,
It's
a
not
snake.
our fault!
We
We asked
move
for
on
none
to-
of this.
We move on to the next. Why not? Fen, go ahead and give me that D10.
It's 1.
Oh, come on, buddy! That dice needs to go to jail.
Roll me a D8.
6.
You see Fen like looking at this. Brain shuts off for a second. And you see clarity. And Fen begins booking it. Just Fen starts running. He runs his full movement in the other direction. Starts running. Nana, your leg is still on fire. Anything you want to try to do about that?
Where the fuck are you going? God damn it. Nana, all right. We've been in a place where our perception was not to be trusted. This has happened before. Fine. Nana is going to attempt to see through the bullshit. Is there a way I can insight that instead of investigate it?
Sorry. Give me an investigation check. Thank you.
You got it. Oh, fuck yes! It's a nat 20!
It's weird how your leg's not on fire.
And it doesn't hurt anymore.
Told you.
Nana would like to, just real quick, pull up her leg, the leg of her pants, and just, check to see if there's, actual damage or if this was entirely in her head.
You check your leg. It feels kind of like you have, like, a little bit of a headache.
All right. Okay. Love it here. Love it here. Absolutely loving it. Nana stomps her way over to try and cut Roshan out of this stupid fucking grass.
Yeah, you make your way over to the grass. Interesting. Yeah, you just stomp your way into the fucking grass, I guess. Just begin making your way over to Roshan.
I'm gonna machete my way through to Roshan. I'm so done with this.
Fen, go ahead and give me a wisdom saving throw.
13.
Okay. Fen, there is a moment where like clarity comes back to you, and you look back at your friends and see them through like it looks like multiple lenses. like your eyes for a moment perceive them as just like through many, many itty bitty lenses, and you like blink and like fight through this, and your vision goes back to normal. But now you're just like at least like 40 feet or whatever.
135 feet away.
You're now
Christ.
135 feet away. And there's just like a bunch of dancing lights like moving around you now, just like, hey, and you're just like fully encircled by them as they dance around you.
Uh,
Roshan, go ahead and give me strength saving throw with advantage as Nana is there like trying to just stab grass.
mm-hmm.
Stabbing grass.
Slashing.
That's a 17.
Okay, you're able to like free yourself from this newly formed area of grass. Nyx, as you have your head in this bowl, it begins to feel like the edges have like snapped, and there is sharp edges of your bowl now beginning to dig into the sides of your face. So you're going to take 2 damage. I'm going to need
Alright.
a concentration check. You have advantage. The DC is 10.
You got this. You got this.
That's already 12 on the first one.
Yeah. Yeah, you hear the commotion, and now you're being assaulted by your own bowl.
How dare I carried this bowl?
I got this bowl from a very nice family.
Um, what is everyone's passive perceptions? Keld, I don't need yours, or Nyx's. Don't worry, Keld. I don't need yours.
24.
22.
18.
Okay. Fen and Nana, while you are Fen, especially all the way out.
Jeez.
Fen, you see what looks like just like itty bitty little teeny weeny hands grip around the side of a branch, and like an itty bitty little head, and the little flutter of wings behind it like peeks up and like looks at you, and the eyes get wide because you're looking directly at each other, and it like waves a little.
Fen goes to wave back, but he waves the wrong arm, so he looks down, and then he waves the one that's actually got a hand. And like as he trudges begrudgingly back to his friends, like, I am not starting trouble here. I am not starting trouble here.
Hi guys, funny hazing. Great to meet you. Bye.
I think he swears under his breath in Sylvan.
Yeah. You watch all of you as about 20 little pixies pop their heads up around the branches and from the grass and begin to just swarm now, moving in between the lights like a large tornado of itty bitty pixies begin just spinning around all of you. Um, the animals in the center keep changing to different types of
Oh,
animals
no.
in front of you.
Okay.
One of them turns into a bird, takes off into the sky, is turned into a hippopotamus. Keld, I need a dexterity
No!
saving throw.
No! Could you please stop dropping
19.
animals on us?
Keld, you just like sidestep this hippopotamus, hits the ground, explodes the ox, who turns back into a little bug that flies away.
Oh my god.
Nyx, is there anything you want to do? You're currently concentrating on your spell, so doing things is a little hard.
We're doing the spell.
Yeah.
I will say
Focus.
Roshan and Keld, with your
Please.
passive insights, I would say that you can tell like Nyx is sitting there like wincing and like kind of like struggling through something.
Uh-oh.
Puts hands like this on edge of pie.
Yeah, like just it looks like she's like trying to push the bowl
Cushioning.
away from her face.
Keld's gonna keep an eye on her just to make sure she's not drowning or something.
Or like bleeding.
Fen's gonna take out his water skin and pop the cork on it, and he's just gonna start like throwing water at these pixies, just like fuck off, like you would like a cat that's like you've tried to tell to get off
Get
the
out,
counter
come
so many
on,
times.
come on.
Like
Come on now. Yeah.
Okay, so we're going to
Oh,
get that
no.
D20 ready, Fen. Okay.
Oh no. Oh, buddy.
Get out of your shoe. Um,
Oh,
um,
buddy.
so we're gonna do a few of these. Wisdom saving throw. Maybe it'll just be one.
17?
Okay.
Wisdom saving throw.
Okay. Come on.
15.
Wisdom saving throw.
Come on, buddy.
Not 20.
There you go.
Yeah.
Wisdom saving throw.
Oh God.
6.
No. Come on.
Fen turns into a beautiful pink bird standing on one leg majestically, large hooked beak. Fen, you have the minus intelligence stats of a beautiful flamingo. Um,
Is there a body of still water nearby?
you believe in your heart that there is.
How fabulous do I look to myself?
You have never been more beautiful than in this moment.
How many wings do I have?
You unfurl your wings. You solidly have 6 of them.
Holy
It's
shit.
impressive. I gotta at least try flying.
I mean,
Oh yeah. You watch as Fen turns into a beautiful bird, looks at themselves,
is he
unfurls their
in
wings,
sight?
and
Is he
flies
still-
away.
how
Yeah.
far away from us is he within view now?
Well, he started coming back. I'd say he's probably like 20 feet away from you, and then takes off
And
into the
then-
sky.
Okay, as a flamingo. Is that could I hello? I understand we just showed up out of nowhere. We're sorry. We are trying to leave. We don't want to disturb you. We're very pleased to meet you, but we'd appreciate it if you'd stop dropping heavy things on us and turning us into other things and making us think that we're on fire and other things. It would be very much appreciated. Could we try an introduction?
Go ahead and give me a persuasion check
Can I use my Battlemaster thingamathing
if you'd
to
like
nudge
to.
that up with a... Yes, I would love to spend a superiority die to add a d10 to this roll. Yes, please. Okay. All right, good. Okay. Persuasion. Uh-huh. Oh, good. Okay, 15 plus 7, 22.
You begin speaking to these creatures, and you see like a couple of them are like acknowledging that you're talking to them. It is pretty easy to pick up on that they do not understand you,
Okay.
that they do not understand the words you're saying, but you're doing like very big, like maybe we could calm down motions.
Yeah.
And they're
It's like
they're
we can take it down just a little bit. It's okay. We're friends.
and one of them's kind of looking at you and goes like down, like with their hands.
It's like, can we talk?
Flicks their hands. You watch the flamingo turn back into Fen and just like spiral
Oh,
down
God.
through the air.
Oh God! can oh God. I'm gonna try to help break his fall.
Yeah, I don't think you have the speed
No.
from
Okay.
where Fen is.
All right. Fair enough.
Fen, you're just like the most beautiful moment.
Oh.
And then it's just like full spiral.
Oh no!
You're about 40 feet in the air, but before you hit the ground, there is a tree. So it's not a full
God.
40 feet. Go ahead and give me a dexterity saving throw as you just kind of back it towards this tree.
Is a dirty 20.
Okay. Could you explain to me how cool it looks, how Fen takes no damage and uses this tree to his advantage?
Yes.
I think he tries to like grasp the branch but like he grabs it and it just kind of like slips through his hands. So he just does the like 3-point stance landing instead. Like he
Mhm.
wanted to like flip around, but
Hmm.
it's not that cool. It's like yeah, I'm fine.
It's a
Like,
perfect
we're all good
3-point
guys.
landing. It is
Yeah.
solid. It is flawless. It's just not extra.
Yeah, he just like he grabs the branch, but like from 40 feet up, that's a lot of momentum, and it just like
Especially
slips
on
out of his
just the
hands,
one
but it's enough to
hand.
slow him down.
The one hand is going
Okay.
to be like taking a lot of
Oh
that
yeah,
like
one hand. Yeah,
strain in his
that was the
shoulder
problem.
too.
That was the problem. One hand.
He's still
Uh,
adjusting. It's okay. He'll
yeah.
get there.
Fen plummets a few feet away. Nyx, go ahead and take 5 more points of damage. Give me another Constitution saving throw. Have advantage. The DC is 10.
Yeah. Not that one.
Come on, hun.
Okay.
Come on. Come on. You got this.
That one's fine.
Yeah.
Okay.
15.
All right. Um, and after this, it feels like these like shards of metal kind of fade off and are no longer stabbing you in the face. And you watch as all these pixies kind of like sit up on the branches and are like watching you guys, and like they keep sending down these balls of light, and Kel, they just keep putting them in your face. They keep just like they're just
Keep-
like 2 of them that keep like going like at your eyeballs.
uh,
He's just gonna try to keep avoiding them.
Do do any of us recognize what these things are from like fairy tales or anything like that?
Yeah, you could make assumptions. You could be like, it's probably some sort of like fairy. It's a tiny itty bitty fae, trickster
Mm.
creatures.
yeah. They give pixie vibes, so
Fenn's gonna try speaking to them in Sylvan. Just we don't mean any harm here. We're just trying to do a thing, be done with it, and leave. We want to leave this place as we found it, other than an interloper from our world that's here that we want to get rid of. So you're done with them, and then we'll leave and leave you as you were. And that's in Sylvan, hoping they understand it.
mm,
Uh, one of them kind of like comes in closer. Do you want to be a bird again?
I very much do, but not at this moment. We've got work to do, and then maybe we can play later.
Can Keld offer them a sweet teeth sugar bomb?
You you produce a candy,
candy?
and you watch 5 of them swarm
Hell
and like
yeah.
try to get it up like in their arms and legs, and it's just all of them together like lifting it and like carrying it off. Um, and
Amazing.
that's when at least 20 of these lights fully like engulf you,
Oh,
Keld, and are just like
no.
dancing around your
No,
body.
please, us too. Oh no. Did you bring enough
Um,
treats for the whole class, Keld?
I just had the one.
Oh no.
Nyx, you it feels like a slog making your way up the river, and it is an unfamiliar river to you. Deep purple waters that you move through, warm, inviting. You make your way upstream. Sunny is going to make her saving throw. Okay. After having to push through these moments of pain and moving through unfamiliar waters, you see a woman. Blonde hair in a disheveled ponytail, 2 swords sheathed, hands gripping the hilts tight, white knuckles. Uh, Face, long scar across the lips and the eye. You can see a bit of blood matted in the hair around the ear. you see Sunny running at full speed, running, breathing hard, full sprint. You catch glimpses of things moving past her. And because of her current position, um, give me a perception check and I'll give you advantage
Got it.
based on the scenario.
Okay. Two very good ones. Okay. 29.
Okay. You watch for a moment. And it is just Sunny full speed. This is a sprint. This is Sunny moving as fast as she is capable of. And you're picking up on that it's very fast. Like Sunny is moving very quickly. But you do not pick up on Alvilda anywhere. Maybe she's just out of frame enough, but you just can't even hear like another set of like footsteps. Like all you can really hear is Sunny's footsteps and the sound of her breathing hard as she continues to move quickly through a forest. And you glance yourself a tree that she runs right past.
Great. She'll just get out of there immediately and tell the team it's time to go.
Yeah, Nix, you turn around, there's like
Yeah.
40 pixies and a bunch of dancing lights moving through the
Yeah.
space.
They
So,
can come. I saw Sunny, so
Good.
I have a treat.
Excellent.
All right.
We'd like
right
to go.
now, she's sprinting.
All right.
Keld will try to make his way over through
Nice.
the swarm.
Fenn's gonna reach in his pocket and pull out a handful of birdseed and just scatter it and say in Sylvan, "Thank you. We'll be back."
All right,
Pocket
you
sand.
throw a bunch of bird
Except it's
seed.
seeds.
Not
Nix,
at
what do you
them,
do?
just to the
Yeah,
wind.
just
to-
just to the
An
sky.
offering to the nature.
Like, well, one before even casting this, activating her symbiotic entity before going through this tree,
Yeah.
and then casting transport via plants.
Okay.
Okay.
I think when
That-
Fenn reaches in his pocket, for the birdseed, he also comes up with a candy that has birdseed
Nice.
stuck to it that he doesn't know what he knows that this was like a special candy. He's like, the hell with it, and he just eats the
Yeet.
candy.
Have a random boon, pixies.
Okay. Oh, where's my book? I'm gonna have to
no.
make something.
Oh God. Oh
um,
no.
I can save it for another time if you're not prepared.
No, I'll figure it out. The book's
We
somewhere.
don't need to earmark it.
No,
It's all
no.
right.
It might
needs
be
to
like
be.
on one of the shelves.
Oh well.
Huh.
And I'm gonna be honest. I don't know how much the candy would help you anyways. So
In this case.
Do it another time.
yeah, you think about it and you're like, but what if I just get water breathing and you put it in your pocket?
Yeah.
Nix, you pull up an opening through this tree, and quickly make your way through, followed by all of your friends.
Yep.
And you watch all the pixies kind of like stick their heads around the corner, like they kind of just like frame
Bye.
the doorway. And you watch one of them right before the door closes. You watch one of them like kind of skitter off a bit, stops, sees the key floating in the air, sees this tuning fork, and begins to move towards it as the tree closes behind you.
No,
Um,
guys. Oh God, guys. Oh fuck, guys.
Well,
You're
we live
now-
here now.
Yeah,
This is
we
our
live
home.
here.
At least you guys know what's coming if you live here. 3 of you got to see what happens if you live here.
The other two of us will find out.
Certainly will. All of you push through this tree and enter into a new section of forest. Trees with beautiful swirled white bark and purple leaves. And Sunny, who is now about, uh, let's see, that was at least a round, those 2 rounds because you did 2 things. You activated your symbiotic entity and then you cast the spell. She is about, she's dashing. About 160 feet away. And you watch like as she's running and she like stops and turns around and looks at you before you've even said anything. And you can immediately see like I would say people with passive insight of 16 and higher, immediate conflict. There is a conflict of interest in this moment of Sunny very much wanting to go in your direction, very much deciding to go where you are. And you watch Sunny turn the fuck around as you hear tom, 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 as there's the sound of snapping branches as a shadow looms behind you. You turn around and there is a large towering creature standing on 2 sturdy scaled legs, the scales like a sunset moving over their body, 2 tiny sharp clawed hands and a huge head, giant mouth with large gnarled teeth and just eyes that narrow as they focus in on you. I want everybody to roll initiative.
Yep.
Can I just say like 4 words before combat starts?
Yeah, sure. Maybe. Yeah, say them.
I think Roshan, just seeing her her indecision, says, Keld, call her a coward.
Okay,
I mean,
that's all right. Go ahead and roll your initiatives.
7. Oh, you're gonna call for it. Never mind.
Yeah, and I'll roll mine. Maybe for the best. Oof, this dice is not being super kind, is it? Exit all these pages though.
Kyle's forbidden from focus.
How long have I been blurry? I just looked up and I was a mess.
I can't tell you. I feel like it
Oh,
was
damn.
fine a minute ago.
yeah, I
Okay,
thought so
I
too.
usually look at
Sometimes it's
myself. I'm just
ninja.
like, oh, I look very fuzzy.
Yeah, I don't know. Is it that your face is blending into your jacket?
I think it's just the camera is not focused on me. I think it's just
Maybe your
yeah,
jacket's
it's fine.
blending into the wall.
Okay, 25 and up.
I've got a dirty 20.
I said 25 and up.
Oh, sorry.
Okay. Now 25 or 20 to 25. Okay. 15 to 20.
18.
17.
16.
Wow.
Oh, wow.
What do you have, Roshan?
17.
Hot damn.
And Fen, you also have 17?
17.
Okay. Whose dex is higher?
Oh, mine, of course.
You never
Between
know.
the wizard and the ranger?
He's not a wizard.
Well, whatever he is.
He could be.
We love him. Not quite
And
a
then-
bard. Not...
And then 16 from Nyx. Not terrible rolls here. that. And then. Okay, Nana, you are up. Kelb, you are on deck. There is a large, sharp-toothed, large-mouthed lizard monster towering above you. Lets out this horrible roar, and and then Sunny like 160 feet away.
I can only imagine that the best course of action with that thing so large, so close behind us, is to dash in Sunny's direction.
Okay, it's
And
going to take an
hope
attack
that.
of opportunity.
All right.
Oh, most definitely. Let me see if I have one more of these. Yes, I do. Oof! Fuck. I've never rolled that well on a d12 before. Uh,
I'm guessing I cannot parry this.
you're going to take 19, 39 points of piercing damage as this thing leans down and tries to take a bite out of you. What would parry entail? And is that something you can do not on your turn? Or
It's
it is your turn. Is it something you
it
can
is a
do?
reaction I can take. When
Uh-huh.
another creature damages me with a melee attack, I can use my reaction, expend a superiority die to reduce the damage by the number I roll on the
Yeah, you're
superiority
able to
die
do
plus
that.
my dex mod. So, yes, I would like to reduce that by a d10 plus 3, please. Thank you.
Sure. I have never seen such double-digit numbers on a d12 before. I didn't even know they were real.
Wow, fun. So it's good then that I got 12 reduced off of that for whatever that is. I'll figure it out.
Yeah, I believe in you. Okay, you use your reaction. You use your action to dash. How many feet is that?
My dash, it's gonna be phooey. Walking speed is 30, doubled is 60.
Okay.
Yes, I think that's right.
Okay.
Mhm. I don't think I have any boosts to that at present.
Are you making an attack this round?
No.
She
No,
used
I'm
an
using
action to
my
dash.
action to dash.
Okay, never mind.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah, you guys watch Nana's blood like splatter as like Nana like tears away from its teeth and just starts running.
Yeah. We're after one thing and one thing only.
All right, Keld, you're up. Then you're on deck.
About how far away am I from it?
You could be. You're. All of you are kind of like in like a little semicircle as you like popped out of the tree, and it like walked into the semicircle. Like, hello.
Yeah. Yeah. We're all within 5 feet. We're in the threatened square.
I think I'm going to try to cast Channel Divinity Nature's Wrath on it to see if I can get some vines to grab it.
Okay. What's the saving throw?
It is strength or dex.
Well, it's going to pick one of those. Certainly not the other one. Okay. What's the DC?
15.
Okay. You watch as the ground under its feet like rumbles, darkens, and cracks as these black tendril like vines go up to grab at it. And you watch as this thing roars and just like is fully like thrashing through them. It does not seem to be held.
Well.
Oh yeah. Before I did that, I wanted to yell at Sunny.
Yeah, what do you say?
Keld's going to yell, "Come face your fate."
Okay.
Not going to pull the coward card?
Nah.
Not yet.
Do you think this is persuasion or intimidation?
Persuasion.
Go ahead and roll persuasion for me.
25.
Okay. I will take note of that. Anything else, Keld?
I guess he will dash, or not dash, but move.
Okay. You move 30 feet closer. It already used its reaction to bite Nana. Fen, you were up. Roshan, you're on deck.
Fen, seeing that even though she was bitten by a massive theropod, Nana is still pursuing Sunny. He's going to take his cue from that and go, okay, no half measures. And he's going to cast Zephyr Strike. He's going to use his movement of 45, 45 feet plus 10 feet from Dread Ambush to move 55 feet closer to Sunny. He will take 2 shots at her, one of them with advantage.
Okay.
Well, that's a.
Ooh. Go ahead and roll with disadvantage if you would.
Okay. Well, I should have advantage on
And one
one
of
of
them
them.
is straight roll. So
Okay.
one disadvantage, one straight roll.
Okay, let me roll again. So, one disadvantage. So turn a nat 20 into a 5, or turn a nat 20 into a 16. 5 on the dice. 16
Okay.
overall. And the straight roll is a 19 on the dice, so 31 hit.
Okay. The first one hits into a tree next to her, and the second one sinks into her shoulder. Go ahead and roll damage for that one.
Okay. This is a lot of dice because there's advantage on it, so it's sneak attack. Pardon me for just a moment. Plus 4. 33 points of damage with the Dread Ambusher die.
Ooh, also, just I know, God, I keep jumping slow on the thing, but remember it was turned into a straight roll, so it wasn't at advantage anymore.
Shit. All right.
Sorry. Next time, maybe.
All right. Let me.
Sorry about that.
That's all right. That's a with the Dread Ambusher die. That's 15 points of damage.
Okay, not bad.
Yeah. I mean, bad comparatively.
Comparatively, yes, but in the grand scheme, not a terrible amount of damage for a bolt. Okay, anything else, Fen? You have moved, you have Zephyr, do you have shot? Oh, I can't hear you.
Bonus action, movement. That's it for this turn.
All right. Roshan, you're up. Nyx, you're on deck.
Roshan is going to run after the group, keeping pace with only Keld, maybe kind of, and will tell Keld to be careful and give him haste and a bardic inspiration, and that's all Roshan's got.
Okay. Nyx, you're up.
Yeah, I'd like to try to polymorph this gigantic thing into a sheep.
Yeah. Let's go.
Match energy with energy! We were greeted with transformation, and so we will give transformation back.
I'll roll the rust dice because polymorph seems special to him. That man got to experience so much polymorph in one
But
day.
I couldn't succeed against him.
That's true, but maybe you can against a T-Rex.
Maybe.
It's a wisdom saving throw. And what's
Yeah.
the DC?
20.
Okay, this T-Rex needs a nat 20 or a 19 to accomplish not being a sheep. And a 14 on the dice will not cut it. As you watch this large, it roars, Nana's blood in its teeth, and it goes down, turned into a sheep, but still a bloodlust in its eyes, nonetheless.
It like immediately rams into somebody's ankle.
Anything else, Nyx?
I'll use my movement to start heading towards Sunny.
Okay, so 30 feet.
Yeah.
Okay. Sunny turns the fuck around. And just a big smile forms across her face as she pulls both swords out, gives them a bit of a swing. One of them, a beautiful silver looking sword, arched, bending slightly. One of them, black, as if it has veins of ichor moving through it. It seems a bit uneven. Just me and the sheep. And she is going to start moving inwards. So she is going to move. How far does that go? Okay. So, sorry, I have to do just a little math, and then we'll stop doing math. So Keld is 130 feet away. She's going to move 40 feet closer. Come on. Hurry up then. Me and you. Right? Me and you. Her eyes fully focus in on Keld, and she is going to. Where did it go? There it is. She's going to point at Nyx. Isn't that right? Me, the sheep, and you? And that you sort of like floats through the air and like strikes you in the ears, Nyx. I need an intelligence saving throw.
Come on, hon.
She's gonna
I believe in you.
probably going to go ahead and use her reaction to minus from this. Even at the jump, I'm minusing from this. I don't care what the outcome is. Good or bad, I think it's only fair I call it before. Yeah, go ahead and take 8 off of that.
Okay, so that means it's 5.
Perfect.
Fuck.
Nyx, you, Sunny, and the sheep, and the monsters around you. Enemies abound, baby. You will do
Not
whatever it takes to
again.
defend yourself in this scenario. And I will say, in this heightened space, And especially because your spores are already activated, I will not be accepting the changing of one's shape, as you know you can do more damage other ways.
Oh, I can't. I'm concentrating on a sheep.
That's true. Everyone gets these hands. Everyone gets the skiddly bops. That's true. If you can do more damage as a creature at this moment while concentrating, then by all means. If not, okay. And Sunny holds her ground, moving forward at pace.
What did Sunny
There,
just do?
Sunny has done a mind control upon Nyx to
Okay.
make her a bit confused.
I see.
Yeah. She
Yes.
did what they did with Nyx the first time we fought
It's
a
knife
bunch
crab
of
all
Bosch's
over
people
again.
together. Yeah. Yeah. It's the camp and the spider thing all over again. Oh no, it was a giant crab. Now I remember.
Yeah. It just won't be something you guys are aware of until she
I
starts
start throwing
throwing.
hands next round.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just wasn't sure as a player what was going on.
Yeah.
I get to throw hands
Hmm.
against not Sunny.
All
There
right.
are one moment. Nyx, Keld, Roshan. Well, actually, that'd be silly. Nyx, Roshan. Nyx, Roshan. Roshan, as you are moving forward, trying to keep pace, you cast haste on Keld, and the three of you feel like a smattering of small stones as rock and earth explode behind you. You watch as this gnarled creature of rock and crystal, kind of moving up the side of its face, pulls itself from the dirt and focuses in on Roshan and is going to bring its hands down upon him. Two. Not very good rolls, but hitting Roshan isn't the hardest thing in the world. What's your AC?
12.
12. Okay, both hit.
Oh.
Just had to throw a little sass in there with that.
Listen, some people aren't hard to hit. One moment.
Roshan, how close are you to me?
He's probably right next to you. He just cast haste on you.
Yeah.
And is this creature within 5 feet of me by chance?
It is.
Cool. Sentinel attack.
Yeah.
Cool. Go ahead and use your reaction.
Does he get something from Kel's aura too?
This isn't a saving throw.
Oh, okay.
Or magic.
All right. I don't know how Kel's aura works.
18 to hit.
Roshan, take 18 points of bludgeoning damage.
Ow.
Oh no.
And would you roll to hit? Would you roll to hit, Keld?
18?
18 hits.
Okay.
Sweating. Oh, hold on.
I passed my concentration check.
I'm proud of you.
That'll be 16 damage.
Okay. Your sword scrapes across stone, and it turns and like acknowledges you, and then turns its focus away from you, seemingly not interested in engaging with you.
Very well.
Fine then, don't engage with me. Whatever. Doesn't hurt my
Boo,
feelings.
it's not like I wanted you to pay attention to me anyway.
So this
Baka.
creature is now in vicinity with Nyx, Roshan, and Keld. Keld, you feel on the back of your leg as a little sheep runs forward and just tries to absolutely rock your shit.
It tries to body your shin.
Yeah, this thing is just a sheep, and it is like biting at you like it would if it was a T-Rex, but it is no longer a T-Rex, and is just like biting at you and trying its best to damage you, not succeeding.
It doesn't realize it has herbivore teeth now.
And you watch as a second T-Rex bulldozes out from the tree line, much closer to Sunny, who like turns her head and she goes, "Ah, fuck,"
God
and turns her focus to the T-Rex, who is going to make an attack with disadvantage. That's a really good roll, Mr. T-Rex. Really good disadvantage roll. And another. Okay. Hits with its tail attack. Ooh, these D8s are fucking killers, my guys.
Oh God.
Oof. Okay. You watch as Sunny, you see, takes like a step early and dodges the teeth before it even makes the first attack. And you see begins to try and dodge the tail, but is just a bit too slow as it hits into her side. That is the T-Rex's turn. We're back at Nana. You are up. You see a giant stone elemental rise from the ground. There's a second T-Rex. And there's Sunny, who's like, all right, I guess I'm fighting a T-Rex.
Okay, yeah, and I guess I'm halfway between Sunny and the new T-Rex and the team behind me dealing with whatever else. We're after Sunny. Nana's going to try to close distance with her.
She is about 60 feet away from you.
I could get all the way there and not be able to attack, or I could get halfway there
Up to you.
and see what I can do. Yeah. I'm not gonna get right up in the space of a T-Rex that is attacking somebody else. So I'm gonna run 30 feet. Take stock of the situation. And I'm going to put fuck, wait. Before I move the extra 30 feet, am I within at that point would I be within 30 feet of the gang behind me?
Sure, I'm not thinking about that hard.
Okay. Before I move, I'd like to throw a bless from my diadem Hell's Dowry on Keld, Roshan, and I think on Fen.
Okay.
Yeah, because like Keld and Roshan are immediately dealing with that elemental, and Fen's coming up with me to help with Alvilda.
Well, Nyx is
Sunny.
also dealing with the elemental.
She is in that neck of the woods.
Yeah, she's right next to Roshan and Keld.
That's true. Okay. Okay. All right. I'm changing tactic then. I'm going to activate the spell from my Ring of Spell Storing. I'm going to activate the Chill Shield.
Okay. All right. You move forward.
Mm-hmm.
You're about 30 feet away from Sunny and the new T-Rex, and you
Yep.
have an icy shield that begins to slowly crackle and move across your body. Okay. Keld, you're up. Fen, you are on deck. You're about 90 feet away from Sunny currently.
I think I will dash 60 feet.
Okay. You are now 30 feet away from Sunny.
I hate to do this. Did he dash away from me?
Oh, by golly, he did.
Then I have to take an attack of opportunity on this guy that I'm enemies against.
Rude.
Swing.
With
Oh,
Or,
boy.
yeah, swing or use magic because you have Warcaster.
think she would do a spell.
Oh, wait. I think I have extra movement, so I think I could get on her dick.
Nice.
Directly on the dick?
Yeah. Your movement speed is doubled, so you have 60.
Yeah.
Well, you're upon the dick.
Cool.
You're in the shade of the T-Rex with Sunny.
Not
Yeah.
cool.
Sorry, does a nat 20 hit?
Is there anything added to it?
My nat 20? It's plus 10, so 30 to hit
Okay,
you.
yeah.
Yeah.
I guess that hits.
All right, so that's 68. Got
Why
it.
do we always hurt the ones we love?
Jeez.
You're getting
Keld, you're
No.
gonna take.
touched.
You'll get half damage, Keld, because you're resistant to spell damage.
Right.
So 32 halved. Whatever that is.
Round down. I believe in you.
16.
Perfect.
Math.
Math.
Ouch.
Yeah. A feeling of necrosis grabs you at the spine, and tries to like pull your soul like out from behind you as you push forward and keep
Jesus
running.
Christ.
You probably don't even know it was Nyx. You are just
Yeah.
running forward, feeling your body vibrating from the haste.
You cannot regain hit points until the start of your next turn.
Mm.
Or no, until
and-
my next turn. So sorry.
Mm.
okay. So, Roshan, you get to see what just happened, but everybody else, I would say, is probably too far ahead to have seen. Okay. Kel, you get right next to Sunny, who turns her focus to you. The T-Rex isn't real anymore.
Oh God.
The T-Rex is fake. She doesn't give a shit. She will focus on you. Fen, you are up. Roshan, you are on deck. There is a T-Rex, a sheep, an elemental, and Sunny. These are the many things
Does,
here.
I hate it
does
here.
Keld not get attacks?
Oh, does he get it for haste?
Did you do anything with your
He
action?
didn't do anything with his action.
I
Right?
dashed, so I thought that took my action.
Does
You
it take a
didn't need
bonus
to
action?
dash.
No, you
with...
didn't need to.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah, you
You
had
can
double
start
movement.
swinging then.
All right, I'm not going to argue with that.
And you still have your extra haste attack, so 3.
Right. Got
Do 'em
so
all.
many attacks. We're just going to go in swinging at Sunny. Oof. Does a 17 hit her?
A 17 does not hit. As you go to like begin to swing, you watch her eyes turn in the direction of where you are going to swing, and she moves to the side before you even start, and it goes right past her.
She's anticipating.
Oh, and I need you to roll with disadvantage. Hey, if you guys attack Sunny, roll with disadvantage.
What's that about?
We'll see.
Well, that takes my nat 20 down to a 17 plus 9 to hit.
Ooh. 1 second. 7, 6. Yep, still hits.
Perfect.
You think kind of just barely in this moment.
Wow, interesting.
As you watch, she moves this like silver sword to kind of block herself, and then like an extension of it begins to like try to take up space and deflect the hit, but it doesn't go far enough, and it hits into her shoulder.
Hmm.
Are you throwing smite on this?
I am. I just momentarily forgot how it worked for a second there, so I was trying to see if I had to hit a specific spell slot.
You can use any spell slot.
Yes, okay, perfect.
Which one you thinking?
Think if I do 3rd level. Nice. Okay, math. 8 times 3 is 24, right? Then
Yes.
28, 31 plus 4, 35 damage.
Okay.
Yes, that was that attack.
Okay.
I'm using my haste attack.
Okay, disadvantage.
Yep. 14 plus 9, 25 to hit.
That hits.
Nice. So we're gonna throw a 2nd level.
Okay.
And that will be
She's gonna make
22 damage.
22. Is that what
Yeah.
you said? Okay. She's gonna
Mhm.
make a couple kind of difficult concentration checks.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, she has advantage because she has Warcaster. Okay, first one saves. Second one also saves. She maintains concentration when enemies abound.
She's good.
She's good. Is that your turn, Kelly?
Think so.
Okay.
Yeah.
Fen, you were up. Roshan, you were on deck.
I'm gonna drop Zephyr Strike and cast Zephyr Strike,
Perfect.
which will give me a straight roll for the attack. A 27.
That hits.
Bear with me with dice this time. Am I getting sneak attack because Keld and a T-Rex are in her
Yeah.
shit? Okay. Yes. Bear with me. $27 points of damage.
Okay.
And my action and my bonus action. Am I still looking like I'm like halfway between the elemental and the other T-Rex?
Yeah, sure.
Then I'm gonna stand right here.
Okay. You're like, this is a good spot.
Yeah.
Actually, this
Yeah,
spot kind of
I
works for
can
me.
shoot at many things from here.
End of turn.
Okay. Sunny now taking a bit of a fucking hit is going to use a legendary action. Deciding now there is a fucking problem. Fine, I'll deal with everything. And like looks at you, Keld, as this arrow
Oh,
like.
does she need a
Hmm?
con save for the hit that I
Yeah,
made her?
let me go ahead and do it. Yeah. What is she? Yeah. Okay. That's an 18 on the dice. Okay. So, Kel, she kind of like gets hit with this arrow, this bolt, and like kind of looks down at it and looks at you. This seems a little unfair, doesn't it? And she kind of like stretches her shoulders back and kind of like her sleeves roll up a bit, and you can see like what looks like dark ichor veins moving across her wrists and up under the sleeves. I thought I'd take it for a spin, you know? He wasn't fucking using it. And she kind of hits her sword hard into the ground, the one that has the ichor moving through it, and there is an explosion of necrosis, an energy, a wave that moves out around her um, in a 30-foot radius. So I need Nana, Keld, and the T-Rex to make Constitution saving throws.
Doesn't so Keld's aura is an advantage for Nana's sake here, right?
He's
Or
not. She's not
in
close
play.
enough.
Oh, okay.
The T-Rex rolled really bad, even though that's the thing he's good at.
18 for killed.
The D6s aren't as nice. What'd you get, Keld?
18.
Okay. Nana? I can't hear you.
Sorry, dirty 20.
Okay, you guys are gonna take half damage.
Fun.
So, both of you go ahead and take. You're gonna both take 12 points of necrotic damage.
That being already halved.
Yes.
Gotcha.
And the T-Rex will take all of it.
Get out of here, T-Rex. You should have been extinct.
And that's her legendary action. Um, Fen just went. Roshan, you were up. Nix, you're on deck.
Roshan says to Nyx, "Now is not the time," and casts Dispel Magic.
Yeah.
And
At what level?
I think third level.
Okay, go ahead and roll for me.
All right.
It's a 5th level
Uh,
spell. Or
okay.
yeah, wait, no. Wait, it might be a 3rd level. Hold on. I hate this boosted bullshit. No, she cast it at 5th level. Okay.
So I rolled a 17 plus 5, so 22.
Okay. Cool. Nyx, in that moment, that confusion begins to fade. And there's a sheep and a
And
large elemental.
I think Roshan looks at her intently, waits for the fog to clear in her eyes, and then like gestures over to the elemental. And will he try to run? No, he won't.
He gestures vaguely, his fingers gently tap against like the chest of the elemental, as you can see.
Something bad here.
Right over here.
Not my favorite.
Hate this. And I think that'll be the end of my turn. Oh,
Okay.
I'll give a bardic to Nyx too.
Okay. Nyx, go ahead and take your bardic. And it is your turn.
Right, I got a thing right in front of me, apparently. That's actually an enemy and not my friends.
That's true. I attack the sheep.
I attacked the sheep to bring a new T-Rex out.
Yeah.
I think I'd like to fight a T-Rex.
Oh God.
No. There is the sheep there, though, so I'm not going to do an area of effect thing.
But you could.
I sure could.
You
Sure
could
could.
throw the sheep at
For
other
fun.
enemies.
You think I could lift a sheep? No.
That's
Guys,
fair.
what
Sheep
if
are quite
what if you
hefty.
guys slapped the sheep a little bit?
Hmm.
For me.
No.
I think you were thinking about it.
I think I'll cast Blight on a big elemental in front of me.
Okay.
It's
What's the
a
saving throw?
Constitution 20.
Okay. Has a pretty decent con save. Not the best roll in the world, though. That's a dirty 20. Never mind.
All right, it'll take half then.
Half damage.
Just give you. It's very sad. I rolled a lot of 8s too.
Aw, sorry. Oddly, a lot of constitution when you're just a big rock.
Yeah. So it's 44. Half is 22.
22. All right. You watch as this energy like goes and like starts to crack at the stone, and you begin to see like a moment where there's like a feminine jawline that the rock begins to then move around and encompass.
We'll keep going after the rock.
This rock has now gotten my interest.
Yeah.
If you smell what it's cooking.
Yeah. Maybe a T-Rex should fight the rock.
What if the T-Rex and the rock fought each other? This
Yeah.
summer. Anything else, Nix?
That is it.
Okay. Sunny's turn. Let's do something girly. I am also going to be very clear about some things with Sunny. She will attack on her first attack with the silver sword. She will attack on her second attack with the sword that has the ichor moving through it. Every time. Just so we're all on the same page. She is going to also be attacking you with advantage. She is also going to use a bonus action to use Hexblade's Curse. So plus to damage. Okay, crit on 19 or 20. Okay, cool. Now I will attack. Now that I've gone through all my rigmarole, let's start with the first sword. Advantage on the strike. That'll be a nat 20. You watch as the sword first comes towards you quickly. I'm a little upset about this placement of nat 20, but I'll take what I get. And the sword comes towards you, and you watch as it almost like the strength of the hit begins to like slowly diminish a bit, as if she doesn't swing as fast. And then you watch as the sword leaves behind it a trail, like a shield in front of her. And she swings into you, hitting with the nat 20. Go ahead and take a little dabblage for me, just a little bit. Like 29 points of slashing damage. Her new AC is this. She is now going to attack with the Ichor sword. That's a 17 on the dice. That is going to hit. That's 18 points of damage. And that's going to be her turn. You watch as she like focuses in on you and really hones in. And then, like, without looking at the T-Rex behind her, already begins to start dodging. The T-Rex is going to attack her. It has no other interest currently.
Sorry, I was muted. Did you say her first hit was a critical hit?
Yes.
I think I can use my emblem to negate that.
You can. A bit slow on the jump, but I'll take it on this one. Go ahead and take, I think, 11 points off of that damage.
Heard.
I'll go ahead and attack myself with a Tyrannosaurus Rex.
I attack myself with the dinosaur.
You watch as this dinosaur just like it's Sunny fully focused on you and just kind of like sidestepping dinosaur attacks without even looking at it.
Jesus.
It's just like her eyes turn and focus in the direction of where she needs to go before it looks like it even needs to happen. Next up is the beautiful little rock monster, who you watch as like straightens up and like looks at you, Nyx, and it kind of gives like a very just like a little bow, like nice to see you. And you watch as the rocks peel back and crumble away, exposing a beautiful elven woman, dark skin, purple markings that go across her eyes and over her ears, fully like smooth, bald head, wielding a staff that you watch goes from stone to stick. And she sets it down on the ground. Beautiful robes, and she like looks to you. Hi. I'm not sure if we've met. But you understand that this is between them, right? She raises her hand and staff, and you watch as fire creeps up her arms and moves across the staff and is going to shunt a line of fire in the direction of where Keld and Sunny are. And you watch as a large wall of fire fully encompasses Sunny and Keld, and the T-Rex is sort of like right where the fire is, so he just like bursts into flames immediately.
Jesus.
What
Now
about
Vilda
me?
kind of holds her arms out. All right, the rest of you, and smiles. And that is where we are going to stop for today. Thank you all for being here. We appreciate it. We love telling you guys a story. If you want to keep up with us, we are at the Dice Cult on Instagram and Twitter. If you want to keep up with all less of us, I guess, we are the Backs of Gods on Instagram and Twitter. If you want some beautiful dice, you can go to the chat below, or you can go to the box wherever you happen to be viewing. If you want to do more viewing, you can head over to youtube.com/the dice cult and watch past episodes. See all those other encounters with Sunny and Alvilda. Very fun for the whole family, as fire rages through this forest. Thank you all for being here. We appreciate it. We love telling you a story. We will be here same time, same place, Mondays at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and we will see you guys next time. Good night, everybody.
Thanks for joining us, cultists.